G'day gang, how's it going? Welcome back to Trev's Life, and on today's video I'm going to be making potato bake. So grab yourself a coffee, sit back and enjoy. Rightio gang, let's get into this. So for starters, I've got 3 rashers of bacon which I've just coarsely chopped up. No oil in the pan because the grease out of the bacon will do that job. Chuck that in, and to that we also add 1 large coarsely chopped onion. In she goes. Now, what have I done with my spoon? So we just give that a little bit of a stir around. Now, while that's cooking, you don't have to fully cook that. I just want to start the process, release the oil and the flavours out of the bacon. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make up the cream sauce which gets poured all over it. So, for starters, what have I got? Okay, for the cream sauce, what we get is 500 mils of thickened cream, get out, okay, little trick, we're going to use, that's 500 mils and we want another 250 mils of milk, so basically just half fill it milk. That's just so we get a bit more extra volume. Put the lid on, carefully. Shake him, shake him up, and chuck him in. Alright, camera lady's having a bit of a chuckle there, so I'm making a mess. Right, so 500 mils of cream, 250 mils of milk, whatever sort of milk you want. Next thing is Vegeta chicken stock powder. Now, I used to put in French onion soup, mix it in, and it was great. But the lovely Elise doesn't like the French onion soup, so we're going to go. This is delicious. Vegeta chicken stock powder. So we're going to go with 2 fairly heaped teaspoons in like so. Get the lid on properly. Next thing is 2 big, call it 2 tablespoons of creamed cheese. 1, look at that, 2. That should add a bit of flavour. And finally, oh, have to go in front of the camera, half a teaspoon of salt. And once again, Elise's famous garlic pepper, which she loves. We've got to make it nice for the boss, eh? Camera lady's like, you wanna. Okay, so that's all your flavours. First time Elise got this half whisk from Tupperware, I thought, what the heck is that? What would you use that for? But I tell you what, it comes in handy. You can whisk little amounts of stuff, doesn't make a mess, unless I'm doing it, in which case it does make a bit of a mess. Alright, that's mixed up. Now we just give this stuff here a stir. Straight, fogging up my glasses. Rightio legends, next thing is we've got to chop up the spuds with the V-Slicer. Now, I love this machine. It is awesome. I nearly said a word I shouldn't. Okay, the amount of spuds, 6 big spuds. If you like me, just buy the wash spuds. They were actually cheaper than the dirty spuds. 6 big ones, I've got like 8 or so because they're a bit smaller. Now, this is where the fun starts. You ready, camera lady? Straight. Woo! I love love this machine. Alright, like I say, bench top's nice and clean. Alright, I'll get back to you when these are ready. Righto legends, now it's time for assembly. So, I've got 2 containers because I'm doing one for me mum, who lives just up the street. So it's very simple. Chuck some spuds in the bottom, like so. Once you've got some taters covering the bottom, you basically just build up some layers. So a little bit of the cream cheese mix, pour that on. Pour most of it on the top when we're done, but I'd just like to get a little bit between the different layers. Then some cheese. Now you can change these amounts, more cheese, less cheese, depending on how naughty you feel. And then a little bit of bacon. I'll be politically correct and use the tongs. I don't know if Jamie Oliver would, but I'm gonna. I love watching Jamie Oliver. I reckon he's a bit of a legend. Alright, so then next layer of taters, whack them on top. Now the thing is, we don't want it too thick, because the thicker it is, the less topping ratio to the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's thin, you get to eat more of the nice cheese on the top. I think I said that the right way. Rightio, few taters on top. Doesn't have to be fancy schmancy. Okay, a bit more of the cream cheese mix. What are you going to be eating for tea tonight, camera lady? She said this. Oh, chuck a bit of salt in with your layers too. Some of Elisa's famous garlic pepper. We don't get paid to say that, but we love this stuff. Rightio. Next thing is, let's go a little bit more bacon. You know what? I'm just going to use my hands. Bacon on top. Bit more bacon. Some cheese. I'll use a different hand. Sorry to all the food police. Right. Camera lady's having a bit of a giggle. Alright, final layer of taters on top. Whack them on top. Now the whole thing is, this isn't going in a restaurant. We just want it to taste nice, maybe look a little bit rusticy. Feel like I'm playing poker. Oh, camera lady's laughing again. I don't know why. I take my cooking very seriously. Alright, whack a few of these on there like that. Don't worry if it's a bit wibbly wobbly, because as it cooks, it will settle. Right, so that's it. Now we go, I reckon, bacon first. Oh man, this is gonna taste so good. Bacon on top there. Just wash my hands. Where's my tea towel? Oh, way over here. Rightio. Now, last thing, we're going to use up the rest of this cream cheese mix. Drizzle him on. Now it'll cook its way into all the little nooks and crannies and be so good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right. Now, what we're going to do is we'll put some cheese on here, not lots. And then we'll pop these in the oven. We'll put some alfoil on the top. We'll pop them in for an hour, and then we'll pull the alfoil off and we'll throw a good hit of cheese on top, and then give it another half an hour so that all the cheese doesn't just melt away. Rightio legends, like I said, whack a bit of foil on top now, like so. Do that. That'll stop the top of the potatoes drying out while they're cooking. You can pre-cook these potatoes, and then you'll knock your cooking time back to maybe 40 minutes. But yeah. All right, let's chuck them in the oven. One little one for Mum, one big one for all the crazy kids that live here. Now we'll set the alarm. What did we set the alarm for? 1 hour? Yeah, 1 hour. Okay. It's not working. Oh, there we go. Come on, up you go. Alright, that's close enough. Alright, we'll get back to you in 1 hour when we take the foil off and add the extra cheese and then give it another 30 minutes. Okay, ready? Ready? Magic of television. And that's 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's get them over there, get the cheese on, get them back in the oven. Alright, and with the magic of television, we are ready for the next stage. This stage here is adding the extra cheese. So these guys are starting to get pretty soft. So now we just put a layer of cheese on top. That way we put it on at the end, obviously, so it doesn't melt in and disappear, because we want that beautiful golden cheesy crust on top. Now I'll chuck these back in the oven off camera and get back to you in half an hour. Rightio gang, I was going to say lasagna. The potato bake is out of the oven. So 1 hour in, take the foil off, chuck a bunch of more cheese on, another half an hour, then pull it out, let it rest, because if you don't let it rest and you try cutting it up, all the sauce, all the cheesy sauce will go everywhere. Alright, so I've let it sit half an hour. It's still probably pretty hot, but I can't wait anymore. So let's have a little taste. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am excited. Oh yeah. Alright, taste test time. Hope I don't burn my mouth. Mmm, that's delicious. And it's not too hot. Hang on, let's have a proper taste. I know I always laugh, but the browned up cheese on the top, the bacon, the cheesy sauce. Oh man, this is amazing. Let me try one more little taste. All right, gang. That's delicious. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe as usual. And see you on the next one. Ta-da!